We welcome you to Cincinnati, Ohio, on the campus of Winton Woods High School for tonight's presentation of girls varsity basketball here in the Cincinnati area between Winton Woods and Lebanon, alongside man to my right, Big Quackenbush, and I, and again, everybody, I'm John Balderson. Ben, two teams that haven't played in a little while. They had a little bit of that break for the holiday season. Winton Woods hasn't played since December 21st before Christmas. Both teams, though, came in winning records. Both teams have won their last two. For Winton Woods, they won the last two, last four for Lebanon. What do you expect to see here tonight? And will that long layoff not between games play an effect?
Number 2, a junior, Ellie Horst. Number 20, a junior, Alexa Neisinger. Number 22, a junior, Jordan Mueller. Number 24, a junior, Braylon
It'll be an exciting game. We'll look at the starting lineups now. First for Lebanon, a school built back a long time ago, but they had a new building established in 2004, over 1,600 kids. They'll go with Jordan Mueller, Ray Maddox are their two guards, and they'll also go in the middle with Ellie Forrest, Maddie Mueller, and Alexis Nossinger. Their head coach is Josh Hasty. Meanwhile, Winton Woods coming in, as I mentioned, top of the conference right now in the ECC. They've won their last two. They're 8-2 on the year, and they'll go with Diana Trammell, one of the best players inside the ECC conference. Also, they'll go with Nyla Harmon, Lila Costa, Lila Reese, and freshman Brittany Campbell will get the start as the teams get introduced right now. We're about to get underway. A good crowd here on this Thursday night, January the 4th, 2024. Hope everybody had a good, happy holidays, and we're back for some basketball 2024. And we got just a tip in a moment. And what's your final comments before we get this thing started, Ben? Tonight's officials, the guy right, Philip Bowling, and Danny Wallace will officiate this game in the Eastern Cincinnati Conference on the northwest side of Cincinnati, making the trip. People filing in, and we're about to get underway as it looks like the white jersey tonight for this Winton Woods team. Meanwhile, in the green for Lebanon, and the tip belongs to Winton Woods, and they'll set it up top here with Reese. She'll go over to Brittany Campbell and everything up top now. It's 8 minutes on the clock, and it's stolen on the first play. Trying to go coast to coast, and just not able to lay it in there was Maddox, and it's tipped out and will be taken back by Winton Woods. They'll cross the timeline. Set it up top here, and we'll see. They're going to look like we'll see a man-to-man defense to start. For Lebanon, they'll take it away. They'll set it up and take their first possession. Inside goes Reese again, and it's no good to me. That was Jordan Mueller. It's taken up. We got a tie-up with 7:22 here in the first. It's a fast tempo so far.
Possession to Lebanon.
They'll throw it in down low, and a nice opportunity on the inbounds. Not able to lay it in there was Mueller, but it's taken back and stayed with. Winton Woods almost lost the time. They'll take a three from the right side. Off back iron, no good, and they'll set it back up. Three ball this time, left side. That goes by Reese, no good. And a third opportunity underneath, but a travel call trying to work her way home there was Trammell. And we taking up top here and throwing in the link to the court. For Lebanon, there's a full court defense on, 7:02 to go, only a minute in, and still a scoreless ball game. Mueller trying to kick down low, a beautiful bounce pass laid in there for the first hoop. And that was Braylon Maddox, and it's 2-0 Lebanon, 6:44 to go in the first.
Number 24, Braylon Maddox.
Looks like we'll see a zone drop back to a 2-3 here, and a quick timeout used already here by Carlton Gray, the head coach of this Winton Woods team. What have you seen so far through the first minute and a half?
Staying healthy and safe are more important than ever, and our partners at Mercy Health are as committed as ever to personalize.
Well, Lebanon is doing very well, keeping that pace contested and limit Winton Woods getting their layups.
As I mentioned, these schools built back a long time ago, established in 1991 was Winton Woods, over 1,200 kids. They coming off a win back on December 21st, 49-19 over Walnut Hills. They've gone to 8-2, a very good start for the Warriors. And this battle of the Warriors tonight is they're 2-0 in their last 2 games is Winton Woods, as we'll get back to action and throw it in here and trying to get something started. Still only a 2-0 game, a minute 30 in. Kick back up top. Brittany Campbell almost loses it, saved at the timeline. Campbell trying to work her way in the lane. She'll get there into the paint as she pedals there and not able to knock it down, and taken back by the Warriors 11. They'll set it up and throw it over towards the Winton Woods bench, and it's knocked out of play, and will stay with Lebanon as they'll throw it in front of the Warriors bench.
Another player to watch out for Winton Woods is number 20, Willie Davis, who is a very good three-point shooter when it comes to crunch time.
Lebanon 9-3 on the year. They've won their last 4. After starting slow to start this season, they've really turned it on of late. And losing and falling down, tripping right there was a Lebanon player, and it's taken to the hole. As well, a foul at the other end, but it looks like an injured body, and that is Maddie Mueller, the 5'9" junior, and she's slow to get up. We hope the best for her as she'll make her way back to the bench as the trainer and the coaching staff come out to check on her. With 5:52 to go, the first sub today will be made by Lebanon as they'll bring in Aver Spalding, the sophomore guard, and will be Winton Woods basketball underneath the hoop. A conference of 10 teams. It's been a battle year in and year out, and this Winton Woods program has been very successful in the last decade through all their sports, especially in girls basketball, and having a very good start to this year. I still throw it back in as the last play gets deflected. And been really some deep benches, as you can see both ways, especially for Lebanon. They go about 10 or 11 deep. They got a stoppage in play here as the officials meeting at center court, trying to get a clarification on what is the call. And if you can see over there, the Winton Woods players are going at the court pretty hard. Maybe it's a little wet. I mean, you think they just played a game that went to overtime in a JV action. A lot of bodies hitting the floor. That player just got injured over there. And is that something that could be a problem later on in this ball game?
Hard to say.
Two nothing as we get back to action underneath the hoop. Warriors will throw it in a Winton Woods. They'll kick it to the corner. 3-ball rattles around. No good. Second chance right there under the hoop and foul. Trammell, one of the best players we talked about, Diana Trammell, pushed in the back, and she'll go to the line for 2. Trammell's had a very good season, 14 in the game back on the 21st, the last action for this Winton Woods team, and a win over Walnut Hills. A 58% free throw shooter, and she'll have 2 at the stripe. The first is up and good. That was the first points of the day by the Winton Woods Warriors, and it's a battle of these Warriors we talked about. A tough conference, and 2-2 there for Trammell. They'll bring it up.
Trammell has recently got offers to Toledo and Bowling Green, etc. And we'll expect to see more after this season.
Only in her junior year. Up top here with 5:30 to go in the first. Mueller kicks it over right side. Gets it to the hands of Maddox. Back to Mueller up top. Man-to-man defense so far. And that's what they'll stay with here for Winton Woods. Trying to work her way to the cup. And Mueller gonna back her way home and get the second bucket of the day for 11 minutes, 4-2. And that's some good offense right there. Up top, they'll kick it right side here. With Hannah Prince. Prince has it. 4:54 to go. Everything around the perimeter right now. Nyla Harmon back to Prince. Prince moves inside the three-point lane. Trying to kick it down low. Throws it into Trammell, and she throws a bad pass. Saved there by Prince, though. She'll get it back way up top. Down low to Harmon. Harmon works the way to the hole, gets into the paint, but not able to make the layup. Taken back by 11. 4-2, they'll go inside. Work her way to the cup and a blocking foul as Jordan Mueller gets the whole left side down to the block, and she'll head to the line after the missed shot. It's a fast tempo so far, and really, I think a big factor that's going to play in this game is just not turning the ball over. No shot clock, use as much time as you want. Jordan Mueller, a 55% free throw shooter on the year. She'll make the first. Ellie Horst will check out. And one more here for Mueller. She'll knock both down, and it's 6-2. Woodward's bringing it up left to right. 4:20 to go here in the first. Harmon over left side. Kicks it over to Prince. Prince almost loses it. Saved there, though, by Michaela Reese. Reese up top, trying to get in the lane. Pulls up from 12 feet, no good off front of the rim, and it's taken back by Lebanon as they'll bring it up. Set up here by Maddox, trying to kick it back up top, and she loses out of bounds. And then we'll go back to Winton Woods, and a team that has shot the ball very well this year, but only 2 points so far to show for. That's something you want to turn around quick, and I'm sure Carlton Gray, the head coach, is trying to figure out over there. Over to Prince, up top, 3:45 to go in the first. 6-2 Lebanon. Harmon, just everything outside. Got to get the ball closer to the hole here. Harmon a long three. She's got it from distance. You needed a response, and right there, Nyla Harmon gets the first bucket of the day, and it's 5-6.
Every game I've been at for Winton Woods, they have been efficient from deep.
Full court defense on. They're going to pass ahead across the half-court line and able to get it all the way at the other end and lay it in. Braylon Maddox went end to end. No one could stop her on the high pass. A little lollipop, and it's 8-5. Prince has it. Over to Koff. They'll set it up with Nyla Harmon again on the left side. 3:05 to go, and a bad pass inside, trying to kick it down to the block, taken away, and trying to go end to end and gets it rejected there was Spalding, actually underneath the hoop, and taken back by Winton Woods. They'll move inside, fast tempo, and laid it in. Went right down the block right side, Kyla Reese. It's 8-7, and just when Winton Woods does something bad, they get a respond right back. 2:35 to go, 3-ball left short there. Set up by Reese in the offense for Winton Woods. They'll get it inside. Trying to go up strong, just checking in with Skylar Kelsler, and she'll get it taken away. End to end, laying it in with the strong right hand is Maddie Mueller. And you'll see a lot of the name Mueller in this lineup today. Jordan Mueller, Maddie Mueller, and it's 10-7 Lebanon. 2 minutes to go here in the first. 3-ball off the back iron, no good there. Taken by Harmon, it's taken back by Lebanon. They'll need him man-to-man all the way out there with Winton Woods defensively. And that's something that you think maybe you get a little tired playing this defense full court all day long. Maddox passes the corner, 3-ball no good. Right there to save it though was Maddie Mueller, and couldn't make the layup from the right side. 1:30 left here in this first quarter. Down to the block, past the defender, not able to make it was Reese. It's taken back by Lebanon. 1:20 to go, and we'll have a timeout used. The first one by Lebanon. 10-7 so far. With 1:15 to go here in the first, and really, it's been fast tempo. We talked about the turnover situation then. How do you find a way to just settle down and get in a groove here early?
For Winton Woods defense, they are very good on the press, so at least double team in the paint, keep the paint contested for the three-point jump shot. I haven't seen Willie Davis on the bench or on the court, so they're going to be limited to their option behind the arc. So
it's a Lebanon team that comes off a win back on the 30th over at Fenwick, 65-42, and they sit fourth in this Eastern Cincinnati Conference right now at a record of 5-2 in conference play. As I mentioned, 9-3. They have been impressive, though, in the month of December. They went 8-6, but I felt like some of those games were closer said than done, and we'll see how they come out here. And they started so far pretty fast, but they'll see if they can keep it up to the next 3 quarters of plays. They'll throw it in and get it up top here. As Matty Mueller has it. Back to Jordan Mueller. Matty Mueller, man-to-man defense, meeting him way out front. Mueller getting past the defender, down low, takes the 5-footer, and she'll knock it off the glass. And it's 12-7. Up top, and a nice shot right there. Akad knocks it down, and it's a 3-point game. We got a foul out front as we've seen that man-to-man defense trapping them, and that's what you see when it happens. Is when you do something like that, you hard to run the length of the floor of another team when we see a foul away from the hoop. .5 to go here in the first. And a game that's been back and forth so far. And looking towards the block was Avery Spalding, but no one was there, and it's turned over back to Winton Woods. They'll bring the length of the floor and can use all this clock if they want with 30 seconds to go.
I think Winton Woods needed a stop and a chance to tie it and shift the momentum.
Harmon has it. She'll kick left side. Over to Koff, and we got a whistle. This is going to be a foul. So we'll stay with Winton Woods underneath the hoop with 17 to go here in this first. 2 fouls on Winton Woods, only 1 on Lebanon so far. In a first quarter that has been fast-paced, but we haven't seen a whole lot of those so far in the foul category. 10 seconds to go here. Up top with Campbell. She'll get over to Prince, back to Campbell, left side, moves the top of the three-point arc, pulls up from 15, and it doesn't hit anything but the back of the backboard right there, and will be thrown in with Lebanon with just .2 left here in this first quarter. Got a whistle and a stoppage. And I'm surprised, when you're only got 2.2 seconds left, you still see the man-to-man full court defense. Maybe take it off a little bit when you only have 2 seconds left, but playing it the whole game, and right there, that shot gets blocked, and that will end the first quarter. After 8 minutes of play, it's a 12-9 game. Lebanon on top after 1. We'll be back in a second. welcome you back on Waycross tonight here at Winton Woods High School. After 8 minutes of play, it's a 12-9 Lebanon lead here on the road alongside my broadcast partner Ben Quackenbush. I'm John Baldridge at our broadcast table in the lower bowl of the gymnasium, and this girls action. Winton Woods will have it to start this second quarter. They'll have it right side. Kick it back up top with Harmon, Nyla Harmon. Kicks it over to Campbell, back to Harmon, to the corner, down low, trying to get the big girl Trammell involved, but they'll swing it back outside. 3-ball, Prince, in and out, no good, tipped up, and a high rebound outside belongs to Lebanon. First quarter that was back and forth, some quick tempo. See, we see more of that here in the second. Inside, working her way to the hole was Jordan Mueller, and the 5'7" junior guard will go to the line for two. Mueller had 15 back in the win at Fenwick on 30th, on 7 assists and 5 rebounds. Sisters with Maddie Mueller on this roster, and she'll make the first at the line. Nia Trammell will check in for Winton Woods. She'll make a substitution here. See a couple substitutions made by the Warriors of Winton Woods. Good sized crowd here tonight on this Thursday evening. School's still not back in session with the New Year's holiday on Monday. They'll get back in on Monday this coming week. It's going to be set up top here after 2 of 2 from the line there from Mueller, and it's 14-9. Up top with Harmon. She'll kick it right side to Moore, trying to get it down low, and a beautiful pass underneath, and laying it in was Diana Trammell, her first bucket. And it's back to a 3-point game. Kicked over to Horst. She'll kick down low, trying to work her way inside, gets into the lane, down to the block the left side, but not able to make the layup was Jordan Mueller, and it's taken back by Winton Woods, and they'll bring it up top. Set it up here to the corner. 6:35 to go in this first half of play. And a little slower tempo now, trying to get a shot here as Winton Woods, everything outside. They try to kick it down low, and it's taken away. Stolen away there by Lebanon, and they'll cross the timeline. Set it up with Mueller. She'll get it to Jordan Mueller, and trying to kick it down low. A beautiful pass by Jordan Mueller underneath the hoop, and laying it in was Braylon Maddox. And it's back to a 5-point game, and deflected out on a risky pass there by Winton Woods, and it will stay with the Warriors of Winton Woods. It's a 16-11 game.
For Winton Woods to keep the close game, they'll have to keep Jordan Mueller quiet in the paint.
And how do you get Trammell more involved? She's the impact player on this team down low. Try to force it to her?
Force it to her, either easy basket, or her for miss a shot on purpose for her to get an easy rebound, for her to get a second chance on Peter, just like that.
Second chance after the Harmon miss, missed again. Third chance falls there for Trammell, and it's back to a 3-point game again.
That's what I was talking about. Miss a shot and hope for her to get the rebound and put it away.
A risky pass, but a save right there, and able to lay it in with a strong right hand was Braylon Maddox. And a timeout used, back-to-back buckets by Maddox. And it's a 18-13 game. It'll just actually be a substitution.
A little bit of
that one was deflected out of play.
A little bit of miscommunication right there by Winton Woods.
They're going to give the ball to Lebanon, as this one was deflected out off of Winton Woods quickly. So thrown in by the Warriors, and they'll throw it out of play and back to the Warriors of Winton Woods. It's something interesting. You know, you got two Warriors. It's hard. You can't just say one team. You got to say the name of the school too. Haven't had that very often. So thrown in by Winton Woods. They'll bring it up and set it up with 5:30 to go here in the second, in a 5-point game. Lebanon on top. The Warriors of Lebanon. Down low here to Trammell. She'll kick her right side. Back up top to Brittany Campbell, and she'll swing this time to the left corner.
Winton will be very limited with their options from 3-point range.
They really can use their time, and that's one thing, I've talked to people who work in the high school game, if you have no shot clock, take as much time as you want, and that's what we're seeing here as in the hands of Destiny Moore. Down low, they're gonna give it back to Brittany Campbell, the corner here. Moore gonna pull up, not able to knock it down from inside 10 feet, and it's deflected out of play, and this will go back to Lebanon the length of the floor. 4:48 to go here in this first half, and a pass ahead, trying to go coast to coast, down to the left block and lay it in. Nice move, bagging her way home, Jordan Mueller, and it's 20-13. Winton Woods needs a good possession, and they'll set it up top. Need a bucket, Destiny Moore to the corner. Over to Campbell, inside, Trammell pulls up from the right elbow, not able to knock it down, but push in the back, and she'll go to the stripe for two. That's going on Jordan Mueller. That's going to be her first, team first, also here in this second quarter. Pardon me.
If Trammell can keep the consistency going with getting the double-doubles, getting the points on the board, she'll be on an all-ECC first team, and for sure will be in the conversation for offensive player of the year.
Trammell averaging about 16 points a game, trying to go 2 for 2 from the charity strike, and she'll not able to knock down the second. It's taken back by Lebanon. 4:20 to go here in the second, and almost a turnover there by Maddie Mueller, and she'll use a timeout before the walk is called. And the Lebanon bench is fired up. They didn't like something out there as Trammell comes over and gets a word from her coach, and it's a 20-14 game. And what do you want to see here in this last 4 minutes or so of this first half? How does Winton Woods dive back into this one before we get to the break?
If Winton Woods wants to get a chance at making this a close game and have a chance to win it at the end, they'll have to keep Jordan Mueller quiet and get the shots that they need, as well with making their mid-range, especially their two-point shooters, instead of just trying to get points in the paint or mid-range. They got to trust their shooters and keep at least Jordan Mueller quiet to get these stops and put points on the board.
Lebanon won the only 2 times they played last year, as one back on February 2nd and January 4th, and this Winton Woods team has struggled against this Lebanon team of late, and they're down 6 right now. Kicked up top, and a bad pass taken away by the Warriors of Winton Woods, trying to go end to end and not able to hit the rim there, but a second transfer, Mel, in and out, no good as it rattles around. This one's going to deflect back to Lebanon. 2 looks at it there for Trammell and also for Harmon, but both unable to fall home. We'll go back to the Warriors of Lebanon, and they'll set it up.
2 huge missed opportunities right there for Winton Woods.
3:43 to go here in this first half, and a fast-played first half we've had.
They're open.
And down low, faking the 3 was Maddox. She'll work her way in, miss it, and grab her own rebound. Kick back up top. Over to Mueller. Mueller gets inside the lane, not able to knock it down from 7 feet. And it's taken by Winton Woods. Trammell with the board. Passed ahead. Working her way inside, and a travel call. Trying to back her way home was a Koff, and Lila Koff called for the travel. And I think it's been called pretty fairly here in this first half. Kind of tight, but officials have been on the spot. Across the timeline, 3:10 to go. Mueller, long 3, no good. Trying to be saved there by Ellie Horst, and she'll throw it back to Winton Woods. Going inside, working her way home as Trammell rattles around, no good, but she'll go back to the line with 2:54 to go and trying to cut this deficit. Trammell coming in, as I mentioned, averaging about 16 points a game, shooting 51% from the field, and a 58% free throw shooter. In her junior year here at Winton Woods, I mean, she's got the talent, definitely, with the size. Play at another level after high school. She won't make the first there. She'll have one more. Try to cut it to a 5-point game. She'll go 1 for 2. Make it 20-15. 2:53 to go, and another pass ahead, another lollipop, and be saved in the corner. Tried to there was Allie Kearns for this Lebanon team, and not able to, and it's taken back again by Winton Woods, and turnovers have been the story recently here in the second quarter by the Warriors of Lebanon. 2:40 left in this first half. Right side here with Prince. She'll give it over to Harmon. Back to Prince. Everything outside on the right side this time, around the perimeter. Back here to Nyla Prince. Harmon's got it. Harmon working her way inside, past defender, and she'll get tied up. Looks like she traveled. At first they got a hand on it. This will go back to Lebanon as they'll bring it the length of the floor with 2:16 left. If you're a Winton Woods fan, you gotta like the tempo you see from their team coming out here playing full court defense, trying to fight back into this one. But if I was a Winton Woods fan, I gotta like the way you see Cartland Gray play with his defense, and right there it's taken away because so at the timeline, thrown down low, a Kopp not able to make it. Trammell's second chance in and out, third chance, no good. She'll get it back again, no one can take it away from her. Another chance doesn't fall, and it's into the hands of Lebanon as they try to get underneath the hoop and take it back, and they'll set it up. Get it over to Maddie Mueller. Well, it sounded like I was saying the same thing over and over right there, but couldn't get a chance in the hoop. This shot kicked back out, no good by Horse. Taken back by Trammell.
Winton Woods are missing big chances in the paint. They could be in front, but they have missing big chances in the paint.
Trammell could get one to fall. Would cut this thing, but she wasn't able to right there. Another chance, and she'll kick it over to Brittany Campbell, and it's taken away by the Warriors of Lebanon. They'll set it up. 1:15 to go here in this first half. Ellie Horst has it up top. Horst for Lebanon. Kicks over to Allie Kearns. Down low. Working her way home is Kearns. And it's 22-15. Harmon over Brittany Campbell. Back to Harmon. Trying to work their way inside the lane, and we got a whistle, and this is going to be a foul. It's going to go inside there on Allie Kearns, the freshman. Her first, that's going to be the team's third. Thrown underneath the hoop here by Winton Woods with 42 to go. You can use all this time, but they want to get 2 possessions here, Ben, for the end of the half. So throw it underneath the hoop. Left side of Lebanon basket. Get it into Trammell. She'll pull in right side from 5 feet. No good. And it's taken back by Lebanon. A 2-on-1 break. Trying to go to the hole. Maddox gets it. Rejected into the back wall. That's a strong play right there. Got her hand on it. Was Destiny Moore. And it will stay with Lebanon with 32 seconds to go here. You can see the replay. She got her hand up there and said no, no. Inside, a good pass. Laid it for 2. Maddox answers again, and it's a 9-point game. Moore. Up top here with Nyla Moore. She'll kick over to Michaela Reese. 9 seconds to go, 24-15. Trying to get a shot for the half. Inside of Trammell, she'll go up strong and get it taken away. Taken away by Lebanon, and that will be the first 16 minutes of play. After 2 quarters, it's 24-15 as Lebanon goes to break with the lead. We're going to take a break off. So we'll be back for the second half action. Your score here on Waycross, 24-15, Lebanon on top here at Winton Woods High School.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Ohio. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Tonight so far, Lebanon with a 9-point lead at the break. What have you seen so far you liked?
Lebanon's been looking good with Mueller. If Winton Woods wants to get a chance to win this ballgame, they have to keep her in quiet. They have to keep her quiet. And the Winton Woods offensively has to finish their shots in the paint and trust their shooters behind the arc.
Winton Woods will have it here in the corner to start. Start 8 minutes on this clock. 16 minutes to go here in regulation. Inside and saving it there. Kicked over to the corner and trying to knock it down from 10 feet right side. Not able to. It's Mahalo Reese taken back by 11. We've seen fast tempo, slow tempo throughout this game. Expect to see more of this back and forth so far. As they pick the corner, a little fast tempo here and knocking it down. Rebound knocked home by Alexa Nossinger. Biggest leader today so far for Lebanon, up to 12. Winton Woods would love a bucket, love to get something going, something started. They'll pick over right side, everything around the winners. We've seen a lot tonight with this Warriors ball club. Down low here to Trammell. Worker her way home, and she'll get a foul called on Lebanon with 6:55 to go in the third. They'll do it underneath the boot.
Number 20, Alexa Neishammer. Her first team foul, number 1 of the third quarter.
Winton Woods will throw it in. Have it. Get it taken away. Trying to look inside there for Harmon. It's taken away by 11. They'll cross the timeline, move it left to right. 3-ball. In and out, no good. Trying to make it there from straight on was Maddie Mueller, and taken back by Winton Woods. A 3-ball answered by their own off the backboard. Ball home. Right there, Nyla Harmon.
That's what I was saying. Winton Woods needs to trust their shooters behind the arc. Those things can happen, and now can shift momentum. Get a stop, get inside the paint, get another 3, get a stop. It can be a good night for Winton Woods. And just like that, as I said, a stop. Now they got to keep this momentum, keep scoring, get a stop, keep scoring. And hopefully they can put another win to the win streak and Lebanon losing streak and get closer to that title of conference. And it will be conference title number 2 of their Eastern Conference history and number 2 under Carlton Gray.
Up top here with Winton Woods, down 9. We'll get in the hands of Reese. Over to Campbell, 3-ball.
And just like that,
knocking it home, Nyla Harmon. And it's 21-27, back-to-back.
Winton Woods started a 6-0 run here. And just like that, we're dead and bare down by 12. No, they're not. Down by, and they shifted that lead down to 6.
Pass cross court, down low. Not a foul and a foul. I thought there was one played in there by Braden Maddox, and she'll have one more at the strike.
11 has shifted the momentum.
And just when you thought you were right back into it, they work their way to the cup and have a chance here for one more. And she'll be able to do so. Maddox knocks it down. Their 30th point of the day, and it's 30-21. Winton Woods, 6 points in this second half on back-to-back threes. They'll get it inside. Trammell gets it taken away, rejected from behind. And a 3-on-3 break, trying to go to the hole, and a foul called Working away there was Maddie Mueller, and she'll head of the charity strike for 2. And a game that's been fast tempo to the first quarter, back some more fast tempo here in the third. And you gotta hope Winton Woods would want some better, slower possessions.
But when you got threats like Maddie Mueller and her sister, it's hard to stop Lebanon.
Mueller knocks it down. Maddie Mueller, a 54% free throw shooter, had 5 back on the 30th at the win over against Fenwick.
And you're going to look back at these misses he missed in the second quarter and say, these shots are the reason we're down by 11.
Yeah, you felt like Trammell had 5 opportunities one time to score. If they could have just got a couple inside, it would be a closer game as she goes 2 for 2 there, and it's back to an 11-point game. Inside, Trammell missed it, gets it back again. She'll lay it strong off the glass there, and it's back to a 9-point game, 32-23. Passed ahead, across the timeline goes Maddox, and she'll get a foul called on Winton Woods with 5:02 to go here in this third quarter.
And Winton Woods needs to control the fouls because 2 more, they'll be in the penalty, and Lebanon will be in the bonus. And probably for the next 4.5 minutes, if they don't,
Trammell will take a seat. Brittany Campbell checks back in,
and they don't keep stop fouling, they could be in trouble, and Lebanon will keep going to the line and extend that lead.
Under 5 here in the third, and a 9-point Lebanon lead on the road. Trying to go to 10-3 on the season as we start basketball in the 2024 year. Alongside Vin Quackenbush at the broadcast booth, I'm John Baldrige here. Thank you very much for listening in. Inside, working away right side, down the block, and gets it taken away is Mueller, and taken back by Winton Woods.
And this is where Woods needs to score.
Campbell passes over,
and they do!
Left corner 3 from the point, knocking it down. A big shot there. And Michaela Reese makes it 32-26.
Okay, could they answer? Winton Woods, another big stop.
Missed 3 there off back iron, and Winton Woods grabs the board.
To make it 1 possession, and miss. But a good follow-up, and a foul.
Good move inside, yep. Kyla Reese goes the hole. She'll draw contact. They will call this on the floor, so it'll be underneath the hoop for Winton Woods. As it looks like Trammell will check back in, a quick break for her. Inside of Trammell. So kick it back up top. Campbell back inside of Diana Trammell, and she'll get it taken away. Stolen by Lebanon, and they'll bring it up, slow it up across the timeline with 3:47 to go. Inside, good pass there. A beautiful dish underneath the hoop by Mueller to her sister, Jordan Mueller, and she'll go to the line as the junior will have 2.
I feel like that's a makeup call because on the other end, there's a similar type of play. No foul was called, but on the other end, they call it. So it looks like Winton was going to be facing a little bit more competitiveness with poor decisions.
Mueller knocks down the first. She'll have 1 more. Band here tonight, cheerleaders on hand, a good crowd here on the northwest side of Cincinnati. As Mueller goes 1 for 2 there. And Winton Woods, a beautiful pass inside, underneath the hoop, left side, down the block, and laying it in. A strong finish. And Prince able to cut it back to 5. Full court defense on, and almost taken away by Prince as it's deflected out of play. And at the Winton Woods bench, and will stay with Lebanon. And I've liked the tempo we talked about in the first half, meeting him at the full court line, making him go the length of the floor. We'll see if it plays a little bit of effect here in this later stages. Up top with Mueller. 3:09 to go here in the third. Maddie Mueller working her way in, and she'll travel. Pedaled her way into the purple paint there. But it will go back to Winton Woods after the travel.
Winton Woods can make it a 1 possession game right here, either with a 2-pointer or a 3-pointer. It could be either a 3 or 2-point game.
Set it up top. Over here to Prince, a long three from the right point, no good. We'll go back to Lebanon, almost a steal there by Prince. Trying to go right side down the block, doesn't fall there for Lebanon. That's Maddox, and a foul away from the hoop trying to cross the half-court line was Winton Woods. And this will be the third foul on Lebanon, 3 on Winton Woods with 2:39 to go here in the third. And a substitution made for the Warriors of Winton Woods, as they'll throw it in right in front of us across the main table here at the half-court line. In a 5-point game. Lebanon's led mostly throughout, trying to fight back into it. Here is Winton Woods back at home. Inside of Trammell, down low, spins her way around, a hook shot fall. A 3-point game. 33-30 in the full court defense on again. It's stolen by Trammell. She'll get inside and lay it off the glass left side. Got her way to the block. And it's a 1-point game after it was down 12, fighting back ahead. Pass out to the half-court line and able to answer. Going inside is Maddox and makes it 35-32. A quick timeout. We'll take a quick break with 2:03 to go here, and we'll be back in a moment.
And just when you thought Winton would.
We welcome you back to Winton Woods High School. As you can see right now, both teams getting the adjustments here. It's been a very competitive ball game, back and forth. Two teams sitting over 500, two teams that have won some games recently, but haven't played in a little while, we talked about earlier on. What have you seen so far, and how does Winton Woods dive back into this spin?
Well, Winton Woods thought they were dead and buried. We're down by 12, but they got their 3-point game clicking. And after that, they got the spin, the layup, and just like that, after that, they got the steal and made it a 1-point ball game. Then they reply with the layup back and call timeout. But Winton Woods has shifted that momentum and get on a run.
Saw both coaches there, Josh Shafstein and Carlton Gray, both been around a little while at these programs at their respected schools. As Winton Woods trying to cut the deficit here, maybe tie it up, down 3. 35-32, 1:44 to go, 3 ball left off the front of the rim and taken back by Lebanon. And that full court defense again, as Gray has used all night long, the head coach of this Winton Woods team. Inside, working her way to the hole, and looked like a walk, but one wasn't called. Ellie Horst will go to the line, and the junior will have 2. You can see there, just before she moved her foot, she was able to get the contact, and we'll head to the line and shoot 2 right here, and the first is up and good. Horst, a 57% free throw shooter. 5'9" junior guard. Not a lot of size on this starting 5 as she goes 1 for 2 there. The tallest girl that starts for this Lebanon team is 5'9". They go 3 girls 5'9", 1 girl 5'8", and 1 girl 5'7". 3 ball right side, no good. And taking back a second chance here for the Warriors of Winton Woods down floor. Up top, losing it there, falling the deck is Maddox for Lebanon. And we got a whistle. Is it a tie-up? It's going to be a kick ball, he's saying, is the official there. And this will stay with Winton Woods. Philip Bowling, the official, right on top of it to make the call. And you can see right there, a kick ball went off of Maddox's foot. And they'll throw it in and have it up top. Right side, kicked over here to Mueller. She'll swing it left side. Over to Harmon. Harmon has it. Gets her defender up in the air. Gets inside, pulls up from 10, no good. High rebound, it belongs to the Warriors 11 with 40 to go, and they can slow it up and use this clock if they want. Maddie Mueller. Man-to-man defense, tightly guarded. She'll swing it left side. Give it over to Horst. Ellie Horst has it. She's going to slow it up with 24 to go. 36-32 at the end of the third. Lebanon up top by 4. Kick it right side. The top place team in the GCC conference at Winton Woods. A beautiful no-look pass. Not able to make it. Left alone there was Nossinger. And taken back by Winton Woods in 5 seconds. A 5-on-4 break. Kick to the corner and a wobbly pass. Nyla Harmon left alone. Had a chance for a 3. Not able to hang on. And we throw it back by Lebanon. They'll go to link the floor with 7/10 left and just run this clock out. And a chance right there to cut the deficit, not able to. And after 24 minutes, 4-point Lebanon lead. Winton was able to cut the deficit, though. They were down 12. They'll go to the fourth, down 4, 36-32. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to high school basketball here in the ECC Conference on Waycross.
Why do they officiate? For some, it's a way of staying involved in a sport they grew up with. For others, it's a way to pay it forward by helping kids who play today and tomorrow. It's also a great way to stay active, make extra money, and work with friends. And all of them will say it boils down to one thing: the love of the game. Find your reasons and log on to ohsaa.org to find out how to become an official. You'll be glad you did. This is the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Educate through sports.
Back here alongside, as we go to the fourth quarter here at the broadcast table. As I'm John Baldridge, and it's been a very competitive ball game so far. And Ben, what have you seen through the first 24 minutes? It's a Winton Woods team that's 6-1 in that month of December. They're trying to fight back right now, down 4, and have a chance to in a close ball game.
Winton Woods has done a good job in that third quarter, keeping Jordan Mueller quiet, hitting most of their 3-point jumpers, making half of them, I should say. Getting that steal and make it a 1-point game, but they made it a 5. But Winton Woods put themselves in a good position to come away with the win, but they got to get those stops and make those shots.
Down low, working away home as Maddox gets it taken back and saved here by Lebanon. They'll go inside. Mueller pulls up. No good there by Maddie Mueller. A third chance back to Maddie Mueller. Kick the corner to Horst. 3 ball. Left short. Doesn't hit anything. A 4th chance and able to lay it home. Opportunities to grab a board. Trammell was down there. No one could get a hand on it. And it's 38-32. Trammell leading this team in rebounds, also in points, 16. Kind of got her going in the third, but they've kept her in check most night. One of the best players in this conference, number 33, Diana Trammell for this Winton Woods team. Right elbow jumper, no good, rattles around, taken back by Lebanon. A 2-on-2 break, trying to go to the hole. And going left side, not able to hit the rim there was Jordan Mueller, and taken back by Winton Woods. They'll go inside, and they'll draw contact and draw a foul there as Michaela Reese will head to the line.
2 big, important free throws for the Lady Warriors.
So I mentioned Winton Woods really had a promising December. They went 6-1. They're 8-2 on this season. They've won their last 2. Top of this conference right now, Lebanon in that 4th spot. 5-2 in conference play, 9-3 overall. Lebanon's won their last 4 though, and have really turned it around as the first falls there for Reese and cuts it back to 5.
And that one loss Winton Woods had, I saw the final 5 minutes on a live stream. It was Claremont. They made their shots, they missed some shots, they got their stop, but working at the crunch time, there was one poor referee decision by the referees. And there was, when we had possession, they called a late foul, but ball was already loose, and on that possession was Claremont Gotti made a 3, but that game came down to a 1 possession, and it was a poor foul decision.
Reese makes 2-2, and it's back to a 4-point game, and Trammell almost takes the way. Staved there by Lebanon. They'll go inside, and a strong shot off the back of the rim, no good, and it will be taken back by Winton Woods. They'll cross the timeline. Back and forth with 6:30 to go. Inside Trammell, gets past 2 defenders, goes up strong with the right hand. Diana Trammell cuts it to 2. Full court defense again. And that's what Carlton Gray, the head coach, likes. Trammell gets a hand on it. A risky pass underneath the hoop. And it will be out of bounds to the Lebanon underneath the Winton basket. You can see a pass there. Trammell was able to get a hand on it, fell to the deck. Will be thrown in here. But first, the timeout will be used by Carlton Gray and Winton Woods. Only one foul so far on Lebanon, 0 on Winton. We haven't seen any team in the bonus so far through any corner. That could play an effect here in this ball game. But you got to find a way to get stops. You got to find a way to answer. And right now, I've liked the way they got the ball inside of Trammell.
Yeah, that's a very good thing. Trammell's getting hot at the right time when they need her. Get those stops, pass it around because there's no shot clock. And hopefully she finds that space, get a screen. Hopefully there's a double team, they collapse and they'll find that layup, and hopefully that will work for her out, and Winton Woods will be keeping that momentum.
And I feel like they haven't settled for the three. They went for a lot of those in the first half, but they've worked their way. Winton Woods has got the ball inside, and that's why they were down 12, but they've really been able to cut this deficit.
And I'll say that second quarter, they got to use those. They have it with Davis, so it's gonna be a little bit harder with the threes, but they trusted it with number 5. Nyla Harmon, and she made 3 up to 4, and it really came and helped the Warriors come back and find some life.
That one's deflected out of play. You get back to action. They'll stay with Lebanon. Still throwing in front of their bench. Set it up top, trying to get it in the hands of Maddox, and it's deflected out again.
Which was getting close to that steal to make it a tight ball game. There it is.
Good
trap,
foul. A foul call. The crowd doesn't like it. Trammell got a hand and almost a 5-second call there. And that's going to be the first foul on Winton Woods, 1 on Lebanon. The second foul there on Trammell. And up top with Lebanon, they'll set it across the logo. Forrest going to hand off. Trying to kick it back up top. Gets it into the hands of Maddox. Maddox trying to swing it left side. She'll get it back over to Horst. Horst has it top of the arc. High on the right side, going in is Maddie Mueller. Works her way down to the block, left side, and hits the back of the backcourt. And taken back here by Trammell, and a bad pass stolen away there by Jordan Mueller. And she'll pass ahead inside and laying it home. Working her way to the cup there was Braylon Maddox. And it's back to a 4-point game. Inside, going in, working hard as Prince. She'll kick back up top. Rattles around, no good. 3 from the left side by Campbell, and the board belongs to Lebanon with 5:15 to go. Up top here with Mueller. High defense on here for Winton Woods. Inside, drawing contact. That's going to be a foul as Jordan Mueller will go to the line.
Winton Woods fouls on number 33, denying Trammell.
It's going on Trammell, her 3rd foul. Team 2nd here. 2 coming here for Jordan Mueller, who's been excellent today at the free throw.
I think that's a poor decision again. I don't see any contact.
Hers is up and good.
Most of these fouls being called are not fouls.
It's been called tightly throughout this ball game by this officiating crew. And one more coming here for Jordan Mueller. She goes 2 for 2. 42-36, 4:58 to go. Up top here, Harmon trying to look down for Trammell and taken away by Lebanon. Maddox hands it off. She'll keep it, across the timeline. Kick it back over here to Jordan Mueller. Mueller kicks the corner, working away inside, drawing contact, and that will be an offensive foul. Substitutions will be made here by Lebanon. As Grace Florum will check in. Bring some size into this ball game for Lebanon with the 6-point lead. Harmon kicks it right side. Over to Prince. The corner back to Harmon. 3 ball off the front of the rim. No good. Hit the lip but couldn't fall home. And it's back to Lebanon. They'll set it up and almost take it away. Is taken away there by Brittany Campbell. Campbell pulls up from 10 left side, knocks it down, took it away, stayed with it and knocked it down on a bad pass. Taken away here by Michaela Reese and a chance to cut it to a 1-score game. Inside, pulls up from 5 right side and Harmon knocks it down. 42-40, 3:50 to go. Crowd get it to life. A game that Lebanon's led mostly throughout. As a whistle, this is going to stay with Lebanon off the foot there of Winton Woods. You check the shot there by Campbell, able to set her feet and knock it down left side. As with 3:38 to go inside. Backing her way home, drawing contact, and one more. Alexis Nossinger threw up a lollipop over her head. It fell in, and she'll go to the line to make it a 5-point game. That, how do you say that? Just some luck right there. Beautiful opportunity. A crazy shot falls, and Alexis Nossinger. Yes, ma'am, and she'll knock it home, and it's 45-40. 3:33 to go. Up top. Reese, tightly guarded, gets it into Trammell to the corner. 3-ball, air ball. Harmon doesn't hit anything. Lebanon up top. They'll slow it up and use all the time they want. Mueller trying to get it to Maddox, almost taken away by Brittany Campbell. Back to Mueller, long 3. Got it, Maddie Mueller. Knocks it home for the left side. 48-40. Prince gets it over to Campbell. You got to start to hurry up a little bit here, too, if you're Winton Woods. Inside, good pass, dish down low to Trammell. She'll draw contact and go to the line.
2 free throws coming right here.
Trammell has played almost every minute of this ball game. Has a chance here. Cut the deficit and she'll make the first.
Substitution for the Warriors in the game number 11, Destiny Moore.
Destiny Moore will check back in for Winton Woods as Harmon will take a seat. 3 fouls both ways in this ball game here in this fourth quarter. And 2 of 2 there for Trammell. 48-42. Up top with Mueller. Lebanon saying, let's use this clock. Trying to take a win home and go to 10-3 on the year. A beautiful pass inside, down the block, laying it in. Raylan Maddox and the 50th point of the day, and it's 50-42. Prince, a risky pass inside, looking there for Destiny Moore, and it's taken away. A wobbly pass at the timeline. It goes back to Winton Woods with Campbell. She'll get over to Moore, down low. Trammell spins around, gets her defender to fall to deck, and makes the layup, and a timeout will use. A good move there, and it's back to a 6-point game, and a timeout called by Lebanon. And you're going to see that full court defense here, then playing the length of the floor, and you got to find a way to get a turnover.
Let me see a college perspective. I like what Ohio State does in their college games. When Western State scored, has the momentum shifted, they bring everybody onto the court and they press. They keep that focal press, which won them and put them to the Elite Eight. So what you should do, put everybody up front, force that press, and get the properly, hopefully get that 10-second violation when they need to go up the court. Get those stops, get at least 3 of those, put them in the paint, get the steal, and we're looking at a tie ball game.
Alongside Vince Quackenbush here in this action-packed affair on a Thursday night. I'm John Baldridge. It's 50-44 as the team's making their way back on the floor with 1:49 to go in a game that's been, we've had everything tonight. Some fast-paced action, some slow it down and get the tempo set up. And right now, Winton's needing a stop as Lebanon will throw it in. Have to go the length of the floor with a 6-point lead, trying to knock off the top team in this ECC conference. As Trammell has been active in the second half for this Winton Woods team. We'll see if it's going to be enough as they'll put the man-to-man full court press on and get it into Maddox. Bring it over with Mueller. She'll throw back to Maddox and cross the half-court line. 1:40 to go. Over to Horse. Everything way outside, and a contact and a foul. And that's not what you want right now. She had him trapped, but they were able to draw some contact, and it would be the 4th foul here on Winton Woods. Thrown in by Lebanon in front of the timeline here. You got a stoppage in play as it looks like something has came up on the floor. As the officials check on that. Had the wet floor problems there earlier. Now something popped up as a sub we made. So a little slow pace with the floor problems tonight, but able to get back to it now with 1:30 to go. Mueller. This is going to be deflected out off the hands of Winton Woods. Tight defense there, and it will stay with Lebanon. With 1:26 left. You can see the replay there. I thought maybe there was some contact too, but nothing was called. Inside to Mueller. Picked up by Trammell. Gets it back over towards Jordan Mueller. So then over to Ellie Horst up top around the logo. And now a foul. We finally have to as the clock runs down to 1:12. This is going to be the 5th on Winton Woods. Both teams with 2 timeouts left. Horst will go to the line.
Number 2, Ellie Horst at the line.
Horst will go to the line here. The first is up and good. Horst been solid the line this year, up to 57%. She'll make it a 51-44 game. Winton Woods would drop out of the top spot in the ECC standings with a loss tonight and go to 7-2 in the Eastern Cincinnati Conference. 1-2 there at the line, and in transition, Winton Woods will draw contact. It'll be the 4th foul on Lebanon and thrown underneath the hoop here for Winton Woods. Thrown in, up top to Trammell. Double team, gets past the defender inside, and she gets it deflected, almost went up and down, but got it back and lays it in. Full court defense on, 51-46. Under a minute to go. Mueller is timeout. Looks like we maybe had a 10-second call, but first a timeout used. Just trouble to get the ball up the floor. And a 5-point game here with Ben Quackenbush. I'm John Baldridge. Lebanon on top. Winton Woods trying to not drop out of the number 1 spot in the ECC standings. You got to find a way to get a stop. How are they able to do it?
It's hard to say, because these refs have been poor. There's been with travels, and it's stopping the Winton trying to come back. But you got a foul now, but hard to say what will happen in 4 seconds.
In this OHSAA Women's Varsity Basketball action here on Waycross.tv. We thank you for joining us tonight here on on the northwest side of Cincinnati. Here at Winton Woods High School, has 49.7 to go. The coaches getting their last adjustments for the players to make their way back on the floor. Lebanon will throw it in front of the Winton Woods bench. A 5-point lead. The band playing a little effect right now, getting some crowd noise into this gymnasium. In trouble getting it in, and 5-second call. Unable to get it in. There was Maddie Mueller, waited and waited and waited, and turns it over with the violation. It will go back to Winton Woods, down 5.
This is where you can use a three-pointer.
Reese has it. She'll get it up top. Back to Reese. Over to Nyla Harmon. Right side to Campbell. Everything around the perimeter. Three ball straight on. Off the back of the rim. Oh, long rebound taken by Lebanon. And this will be a foul on Winton Woods with 35 to go, and that was a big miss right there.
Very big miss. And I could probably put the final nail in the coffin.
A chance to cut it there to 2 and unable to do so. And Maddie Mueller will go to the line for 2 here to try to put this thing out of reach. The first
That
is
is
no
big.
good. And I felt like in this fourth, we talked about, did a good job in the third when once they getting the ball inside. They really struggled to do that here in this fourth quarter. Really settle for long shots. As both don't fall.
Big three-pointer right here. They need a big three-point.
Reese over to Moore. Pass the corner, trying to throw it back up top there for Harmon. Taken away by Lebanon with 23.9 left and a foul called. And another chance, another turnover. And back to the line goes Lebanon.
2 big missed chances over there.
Ellie Horst will head to the line for 2. And she's been solid. We talked about tonight in the line, a 54% free throw shooter. First is up and no good.
Substitution for Winton Woods in the game, number 22,
Higher Prince will check in for Winton Woods. So it looks like they'll have Campbell take a seat. One more here. Coming for Horst. And she knocks it down 1 for 2 from the line, and it's 52-46. Do you settle for a 3 or go for a 2?
3.
They're going to pull for the 2 at the elbow. No good. Riles around. Rebound goes to Maddox, and it's going to be kicked out. And back the line goes the Warriors.
Even if she did make that, that's just consolation. They needed a 3 there to make it work with this game. That miss right there and that poor shot selection.
3 opportunities added on the last 3 possessions. A 3, a turnover, and then a 2 missed from the elbow.
This is a very big loss. Come to miss shots and poor decisions.
Knocking it down there was Maddox, and she'll have 1 more.
And this will cost them tough spot, and hopefully they can bounce back. But it'll be another tough game against Notre Dame, who has an elite program.
Crowd making their way out. We thank you very much for joining us tonight. As looks like Lebanon gonna run the last 8 seconds out and win this ball game. A shot up from the left point, no good. Deflected out and taken away as Lebanon picks up the victory. A big one here on the road. Get their 10th of the year. Go to 10-3. Have won 5 straight. Winton Woods will drop out of the top spot in the ECC standings. Go to 8-3. We appreciate everybody listening in and shake hands tonight. The final score: Lebanon wins at 54-46 alongside Vince Packetbooks. To call it, I was John Baldridge. Everybody have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you later. So long, on the way from.